Hey everyone, Eddie here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a haul, as I said in my life update video. If you guys have watched it, I'll link it down below because I really needed to put that out there. Not just for my subscribers, but also for myself. Um, so yeah, I have a pretty large stack. Um, and this stack is actually a combination of February books that I got and then my Seattle trip that I took last weekend, and I'll be doing a video about that, so just wait for that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books and 5 movies, DVDs, whatever. So I'm going to start with those because it's really quickly. So the first thing that I got is The Wiz, and this stars Queen Latifah, Mary J. Blige, David Alan Grier, Neo, Elijah Kelly, Uzo Aduba, Amber Riley, Common, Stephanie Mills, and Shanice Williams. I watched this like 20 times. I thought it was amazing. I know a lot of people don't really like The Wiz. Actually, one of my friends said that why does The Wiz, why is there a black version of The Wizard of Oz? Well, why can't there be? And plus it's pretty freaking cool. That's probably my second favorite live production that I've seen thus far, and my number one right now is Grease. I love Grease. All right, and then the next four are a film series, and a lot of you are going to be happy with this. A lot of people aren't going to be happy with this, and that's going to be the Hunger Game movies. Yes, I'll hold them like this. So we have Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Mockingjay Part 1, and Mockingjay Part 2. I love these movies, but okay, I love the each director's take on the series. Like, I know a lot of people didn't really like Gary Ross's uh, interpretation of the Hunger Games, but I thought it was pretty interesting. I thought it was a really cool take on a dystopian type of world. And the shaky camera was kind of strange, but I like how it's like, I like the intention behind it, but I thought it was kind of like, you can use a tripod, But then these three, holy crap. I'm not sure which one I like or which one's my favorite. I know my least favorite is, out of the entire series, is Mockingjay Part 1. Even though it was pretty awesome, Mockingjay Part 1 was pretty awesome, but compared to Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay Part 2, I think this one's my least favorite. It's a tie between these two, because these two are pretty awesome. I don't know which one I like more. I'll get back to you on that one, but this film series is fantastic. I highly, highly recommend it if you haven't watched them. Also, Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, so let's get into the books. I'm going to start with the books that I've gotten in February. February was my birthday month, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books in February, and then the rest is from Seattle. So let's just start with the ones in February. The first book is Stars Above, and this is by Marissa Meyer, and it's a collection of Lunar Chronicles stories. And this is, what are the stories? The Keeper, Glitches, Queen's Army, Carswell's Guide to Being Lucky, After Sunshine Passes By, Princess in the Guard, The Little Android, The Mechanic, Something Old, Something New, and that's it. So I took my cousin's girlfriend to the book signing because she's never met an author before, and she loves the series so much. I decided to take her to the book signing, and she got it signed, as did I, and it was pretty awesome. And then in the back of the book, it's a little sneak peek to Heartless, and Heartless is a prequel to Alice in Wonderland, and that's coming out in November. I'm really excited, and also, I haven't read this yet. I've read, which ones did I read? I read Glitches, The Queen's Army, and Carswell's Guide. And I think The Little Android. But I haven't read the other ones. But yeah, Lunar Chronicles, you guys don't know, is my favorite series of all time. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and this is by Jane Austen and Seth Grahame-Smith. Well, the original story was written by Jane Austen, but the spoof, the zombie part, is from Seth Grahame-Smith. And I am still reading it, and it's pretty awesome so far. And there's art in here. Look at that. It's awesome. The artwork in this book is fantastic. I'm still not done with this yet, but I heard that it's pretty awesome, and I heard the movie was pretty awesome as well. This is just Pride and Prejudice and zombies with zombies. I mean, can't get better than that. Next, I shouldn't even own this book because I haven't even finished the first one. Is The Zodiac Legacy, The Dragon's Return by Stan Lee, Stuart Moore, and Andy Tong. This is the second book of the Zodiac Legacy series, with the first book being Convergence. And it's about a boy named Stephen. Yeah. Who goes to China, I think. And he gets the ability of the tiger from the Zodiac Circle. Yeah, Zodiac Circle. And what I've read so far of Convergence was pretty awesome, but it's kind of like the writing is really simple, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just want it to be a little like better almost. But hey, you get what you get. And you don't throw a fit, I guess. Andy Tong is the artist, right? He's the artist. Yeah, and his artwork in here is fantastic. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. I haven't even finished the first one. I need to read this one. Next, I got Wolf by Wolf by Ryan Groden, and this is the first book of a duology. And this is a alternate history where Third Reich and Imperial China rule. To commemorate their great victory, they host the Axis Tour, an annual motorcycle race across their conjoined countries or continents. The prize an audience with the highly reclusive Adolf Hitler at the Victories Ball in Tokyo. Whew. Yeah. This stack has beautiful covers. This is one of them. I like this tagline right here: "Win the race, kill Hitler, or die trying." And there's a tagline on the back as well. Once upon a different time, there was a girl who lived in a kingdom of death. I actually started it. I don't know if you guys can see my bookmark. I started it, but I haven't finished it yet. So, next, the book I have, it comes out. It just came out on my birthday. I think this came out on my birthday. It has Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard. It's a pretty shiny book. This is the second book of the Red Queen series, and if you guys haven't read the Red Queen series or the Red Queen book, you need to because it's fantastic. And this is actually a dystopian fantasy type of world, which is pretty interesting. The first book was about Mare, who lives in a world where people are divided by two types of blood, silver and red. Red is, the common people, but the silvers are basically gods compared to the red bloods. They have powers, but the thing is they cannot create, they can manipulate. Red Queen, the first book, was absolutely fantastic. I need to read this one, and I heard that this is becoming a 4-book series, so that's pretty awesome. And the last book I got in February is Frontlines by Michael Grant, and this is the first book, I think. I think this is the first book of a series. Well, it is the first book, but I'm not sure if it is a series or not. It might be a standalone, I don't know. But this is a World War II historical fiction type of series or book about 3 girls going into war. And I actually started reading it as well. I started reading like half of these books, whatever. And I read, I think I read Gone. I think I just read Gone, and I don't know if I don't remember if I liked it or not. Those are my books from February. Now let's get into the books I got from Seattle, and I got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, 6 books. Okay, just making sure. The first book that I got is 4 by Veronica Roth, and this is a collection of Divergent stories set in the Divergent world, obviously. And on the back, it says, one choice breaks free of his past. One choice embraces his future. One choice exposes the dangers. One choice changes him forever. One choice will free him. Now, I read this book. I got it from the library, but I needed to have it because I've been waiting to get it for quite some time, and I was in Barnes & Noble, in Seattle. I was like, you know what? Let's just get it because I love it a lot. I still love the Divergent series. I mean, I'm obsessed with the Divergent series. I know even after Legion, and even after the horrible movies, I still love the series. Then the next two books, I'm going to hold them up at the same time because they're both by the same author. That is the Bane Chronicles and Lady Midnight. These are both by Cassandra Clare, but this one's also by Sarah Reese Brennan and Maureen Johnson. This is just about Magnus Bane or whatever. I haven't read one word from this book. I heard that it's pretty good, but I also heard that it was not that great either. But I'm gonna have to form my own opinion because, yeah. And I love Cassandra Clare. I know a lot of people don't, but I love her. She's an amazing author. And Magnus Bane is also one of my favorite characters in the series. So yeah. And this one is set in Los Angeles, and this is the first book of a new series called The Dark Artifices, and this is centering around a Carstairs, Emma Carstairs, who we met in the City of Heavenly Fire, and her I can't say it. I can't say the godforsaken word. I'm gonna say warrior's partners. Okay, let's just go with that. And Julian Blackthorn is her parabatai. It looks pretty monstrous, and just like every other Cassandra Clare book. They did do a cover change for the new books, so there are the new covers on the back, which I love these new covers. And I also love this cover, but I missed the old covers as well. Whatever. And first of all, if you can't tell, this was not me. This was the only copy they had on the shelf. And I was like, I just hit myself in the face. I needed to get it. But I had a rip corner, but whatever. Yeah. It's an awesome cover. I just got done with the prologue, so yeah. All right, and I haven't been watching the Shadowhunters show. I think what I'm gonna do is I think when the first season is done and they got picked up for a second season, I might wait until it comes on Netflix to watch it. All right, next I got a book that actually everybody is loving, and that is An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. And I thought it was gonna be bigger. It's really not that big. I actually don't know a whole lot about this book. I know it's inspired by Ancient Realm, I think, and it has one of the best covers out there. This was praised by Brandon Sanderson, Marie Lu, Melissa De La Cruz, and Margaret Stoll, and Holly Goldberg Sloan. I don't know who the hell that is. So, yeah. I know this is a fantasy, obviously, and I'm a sucker for fantasy. And I heard that it's on everybody's favorites list, and I heard that it's one of the best books out there. So I can't wait to read it. All right, next, this is a different book for me. This is a adult steampunk sci-fi book, and that is The Aeronaut Swindle, I think is how you say it, by Jim Butcher. And this is the first book in the Cinder Spire series. I don't know a whole lot about this book, but I knew I wanted it for the longest time because I heard that it was like a fairy tale inspired story. So that's why I got it. And plus, his name is Captain Grimm. You don't get any cooler than that. Then the last book I got, oh my god, it's going to be a long ass video. I'm about to go to 20 minutes. The last book I got, let's see if I can. Alright, is The Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly, and this is a book that I've been actually wanting for the longest time. And I'm going to read the jacket. Jo Montfort is beautiful, rich, and soon, like all the other girls in her class, she will graduate from finishing school, be married off to a wealthy bachelor, which is the last thing she wants. Jo secretly dreams of becoming a writer, a newspaper reporter like the trailblazing Nellie Bly. It's like Fly with a B. Anyways, wild aspirations aside, Jo's life seems perfect until tragedy strikes. Her father is found dead. Charles accidentally shot himself while cleaning his revolver. One of New York City's wealthiest man, he owned a newspaper and was a partner in a massive shopping firm, and Jo knows he's too smart to clean a loaded gun. The more Jo uncovers about her father's death, the more her suspicion grows. There are too many secrets. They are all the same to be buried in plain sight. And they all seem to be buried in plain sight. Then she meets Eddie, a young, brash, infuriatingly handsome reporter at her father's newspaper, and it becomes all too clear how much she stands to lose if she keeps searching for the truth. Only now it might be too late to stop. Okay. I don't know what year this takes place, but it sounds like this is set in like the past. Maybe. I heard a lot of great things about this book, so I'm gonna give it a chance. And plus, it has deckled edges, which I love. I love deckled edges, and it also has a nice cover. All right, those are my books and my movies, and yeah. Tell me if you guys have read any of these books. I really want to know about if you guys have read any of you read this one, because I really want to know if BookTube knows about this book and if people have read it and if they really liked it. So just comment down below if you did read it. If you didn't, that's fine. But yeah, I'm not even gonna stack them because one, I'm sitting down, and two, I don't want to stack them and hold them. I want to stack them, but you know what I mean. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and like I said, comment below if you read any of these books, if you watched the Hunger Games movies or The Wiz, and that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace, and read the books.